Hi, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. Welcome to my newest psychic tarot reading, mediumship reading, or energy channeling on TD Jakes. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you would be interested in a personal reading, I am available for personal readings. I actually have a few personal readings I have to do right after this video. Two or three of them phone readings. I'm setting up my screen. Sorry, two or three of them phone readings. There's like four or five email and video recorded readings I have to get to, and a couple candles. So, yes, I stay booked and busy. Apparently, TD Jakes does too, with many different things we're going to get into here in a second. So, thank you all so much for listening and watching. Please, once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you would like your own personal reading, I am available for personal readings once again on my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. All right, or you can text me at 703-791-9162. I am available for personal readings. I also do have WhatsApp for international clients as well. Let me go ahead and show you my website for those of you who would be interested. That's not my website. Let's fix that real quick. Sorry, y'all. It is Mercury retrograde at the time of me filming this video. So Mercury retrograde tings, all right? Let's go ahead and show you my website. This is my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, where you can book a reading with me. My website is designed and created by me, all right? You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can also follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook, where I post as well. And if you would like your own reading, go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, candles, classes, and different things I offer. I do offer quite a lot. I offer email readings, phone readings, video recorded readings. I do offer birth chart readings, candles, including protection candles, open roads, blockage removal candles, cleansing candles, success and finances candles. And when I say a lot of you have been getting a lot of candle work lately, and I ain't mad at it. All right. A success in love candles. I also offer mediumship readings, past life readings. I do also offer custom candles, astrology classes, spiritual development classes if you want to further develop your spirituality. I also offer tarot classes as well. So there's a lot I offer. I am also thinking of adding some stuff as we enter the new year of 2024. So thank you all for being here. If you like a reading, you know where to go. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Now I am getting over the flu or something of the sort. We won't mention any particular names, all right? So if I clear my throat, if I, do a little cough or something like that, please forgive me. Um, Life happens, right? Apparently, life happens also to TD Jakes. Now, this is quite interesting because I grew up in a very religious family. I would say right now I'm not too much religious. I grew up with a very, very, very religious grandmother. And TD Jakes is one of the people I remember, her watching, listening to, as a young child. So all of this coming out about TD Jakes now in 2023 going into 2024 is kind of sad in that aspect, but not surprising in the age and era that we're in, right? So TD Jakes has a lot of rumors out about him currently that we're going to do a reading on and see what all is going on. Got my cards here, my tarot cards we're going to get into a little bit later as well. But yes, TD Jakes is in some drama. Apparently, he is being associated with Diddy. I do have a picture of him and Diddy together, actually, for proof. All right. So this is a picture of him and Diddy. I didn't know him and Diddy were friends. Diddy doesn't come across to me as the most religious person. Maybe he can have this whole act of being brother love, in this day and age, but I've never known Diddy to be anyone to like be super religious or call out God extensively. So why Diddy and TD Jakes are together? Maybe they have a fellowship in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. That could be a double entendre joke right there alone, right? But anyways, this is a picture of Diddy and TD Jakes, and apparently TD Jakes is being called out. Now, there's a couple things I heard, right? Through the rumor vine on YouTube with the bloggers. So apparently, Cassie allegedly gave the authorities Evidence, pictures. I don't know if it's pictures, videos, audio. It could be all of the above. I think it's a mixture of all of the above. Apparently, of things involving Diddy. We know that Cassie, filed a lawsuit a couple months ago against Diddy, in which they settled allegedly. But Cassie also apparently, allegedly, also recently, once again, offered up some evidence to authorities, and allegedly, in that evidence, there's some evidence of TD Jakes doing his kind of thing, having some fun at some Diddy parties. We all know what happens at allegedly Diddy parties. A lot of different things happen, substances, sexual proclivities and things of this nature. And apparently TD Jakes was participating in some of these things allegedly, particularly the alleged sexual proclivities aspects, and not with apparently allegedly just women. All right. So, with that being said, this is all alleged once again for YouTube entertainment purposes. This is per the YouTube bloggers. Once again, my job is to always tap into spirit and see what is the real tea, what's the real truth as per spirit. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's not waste any more time. Like I said, I'm a busy woman, I'm a busy man, whatever you want to call me. I'm booked and busy, right? So, we've got a lot to do. So, I don't want this reading to be too long. I'm a long winded person as well. All right. Can you tell I'm in a good mood for those who watch me? When I'm in a good mood, I'm a little bit shady, but I always crack jokes. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for opening up a channel so that I can connect to what's really going on with TD Jakes and these P. Diddy rumors. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, my emotions, my space, any extension of my space, any of those that inhabit my space. Thank you for allowing the energy to go back from whence it came once this is over. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, in Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Just because I'm no longer religious doesn't mean I don't still pray, child. All right. Let's see what's going on, TD Jakes. Spirit, give us some clarity and insight as to what went on with TD Jakes and Diddy. What's going on with TD Jakes? Hmm. Couple things I'm seeing. There's the energy I get immediately is, and I'm going to say it this way because this is how it's being presented to me. It's almost like at some point it just becomes a job. That's what I hear. What I think it's relating to is TD Jakes as his job as head of church, bishop, preacher, pastor, whatever it is he does in particular. And how he runs his business, because don't get it twisted, what he does is a business. The energy I get is it's almost like it becomes a job at some point and not no longer just a lifestyle. It's like the lifestyle of being a pastor, preacher, bishop, head of church, whatever it is we want to call TD Jakes. At some point that becomes a job. It's not necessarily I live in this 24/7. This is just my job. It becomes like a point of putting on a mask, right? And there's this energy of a loophole in some way, shape, or form of like I hear all sinners sin. Meaning in religion, if you are well versed in religion, especially Christianity, right, which is specific religion that TD Jakes is a part of, it's kind of a thing, growing up, at least for me, I knew in church. I haven't been to a church in probably, child. I haven't stepped foot in a church in a while, honey. But, it's kind of a thing where, like, all humans are sinners, right? That's why Jesus, bared himself on the cross, to die for everyone's sins, blah, 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 blah. That's the story we're all told, right? But with sinners being sinners, Jesus dying on the cross for sinners, us sinners, right? It's almost like, there's always a chance to begin again, to renew yourself again, to be forgiven. So sometimes you let things slide in life. Oh, I can smoke this cigarette. Jesus will forgive me. God will forgive me. You know, and maybe it starts as that as well. Oh, maybe, I'll maybe, take something from the store, candy bar from the store, just because I can or just because I can't afford it. I don't know. Jesus, God will forgive me, right? I won't ring something up, because Jesus or God will forgive me. But when so many of those things happen and you have that belief that Jesus or God will forgive you, and it seems like Jesus or God has forgiven you, it's like you move on to harder stuff. You move on to more heavier stuff, right? Oh, maybe I'll do a little bit of this money laundering because Jesus will forgive me, right? Allegedly, once again. Like, that's what it turns to. That's what it ups the ante to, is what I pick up energetically wise. There's something about that whole situation connected to TD Jakes here. There's been so many of those. Oh, God will forgive me. Jesus will forgive me. The church will forgive me. There's been so many of those moments with TD Jakes that he's built himself up to this, whatever this is, right? I hear self righteous. So the energy I get is that TD Jakes can come out across as self righteous. I hear hypocritical, definitely hypocritical. And I hear rules don't apply. Like, rules don't apply for him, or rules don't always apply in every single situation, kind of thing. The thing with TD Jakes is he's good at his job. He's good at his job of being TD Jakes. When your career is to play the role, notice what I'm saying, right? When your career is to play the role of TD Jakes, it's like an actor like Lucille Ball, you know. For so many iterations and years, first it was I Love Lucy, then it was like what, like Here's Lucy, like the Lucy Show. I mean, it was always Lucy, or like something like that. But it was basically the same character she was playing, so it was always easy for Lucille Ball, to jump into that I Love Lucy role, right? Or the Friends cast, you know, like they played those roles for so many years. It's easy for them to like fall into those roles of being those characters. Or any person that you can think of that's played a character for a long time. Nev Campbell is Sidney Prescott, um you're acting. It's acting, right? In this case, for TD Jakes, it's not just acting, it's performing. See, we have to look at TD Jakes as a performer, not just the bishop, the pastor, the head of church, the preacher, whatever it is he is. At the end of the day, he's a performer. He gets paid to perform. He gets paid to host. I definitely feel like there's something about like the youth or like possibly this is all alleged. I'm gonna say this is all alleged for YouTube entertainment purposes, okay? I feel like there's something about like the young youth, the young men's youth, maybe particularly men who are gay or struggling with their sexuality. I'll give you like my personal experience. I remember when I was a young kid. Once again, I grew up with a very religious grandmother who I absolutely love and loved and love still love today. But it was obviously very apparent ever since I was a young child that I was gay, clearly, right? And I remember that same grandmother who's very religious. One thing she tried to do to like help me find myself or not be gay or whatever it was she was trying to do was she hooked me up with one of the pastors or reverends or the bishop's sons in the church, and to have like some sort of like weekly or monthly like group study where like I spend time around men in the church, and we read the Bible, and we, like somehow that was gonna help me with my like masculinity, and like I don't know what it's like, almost like what is it called when um they send the kids to like the camp where they try to reverse the gay, is almost like was that kind of energy. But I feel like there's something about TD Jakes in that kind of experience. But I feel like he would have been the reverend. He would have been the one leading these youth in some like gay conversion therapy. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know why this sticks out. Like there's something with like conversion therapy experience. Like someone may come out about with TD Jakes, or maybe someone had a past experience with TD Jakes as a young male youth. I keep saying like in particularly like a black male, a young black male, like a teenager. Maybe they had some sort of experience, and I'm not saying it's just like SA. I'm not saying it's that. Once again, this is alleged for YouTube entertainment purposes, but there's something where it was like uncomfortableness. Maybe I feel like maybe the parents had to get involved as well. Um, but it's like the energy of maybe they were paid off or something like that as well. I feel like there's definitely stories out there about TD Jakes having some uncomfortable experiences in the church, or people having uncomfortable experiences with him, which I think he couldn't mess up his bread and butter. That's one of the things I'm getting. Spirit is telling me he couldn't mess up his bread and butter in that way. So I think once again, and this is a theme with TD Jakes here, is like elevating to the next thing. It's almost like how they say like gateway drugs. You know, well, first, you smoke a cigarette, and then, you're smoking, a joint. Then you're drinking, then you're doing this, then you're doing that. It's like, that's not the story for everyone, by the way. That certainly wasn't the story for me, because, yeah, you know. So, but there's something about TD Jakes here where it's like, okay, I can't do these things or participate in these things in the church. I'll mess up my bread and butter, so it's like, the next elevated thing, is to go to Diddy parties or to participate in Diddy parties or to connect with Hollywood elite, people where it's more secretive, it's more coveted, right? And trust and believe that there were other religious people or other pastors, like also rubbing elbows with TD Jakes and Diddy and all these other Hollywood celebrities, doing these, kind of like scandalous things. Like TD Jakes was not the only one, right? It's kind of like the energy of how they say, like a Satanist or a person of a KKK or something like that. Like, people always think, like it's always the Hollywood, like for example with the Satanism thing, people always think, oh, it's only the Hollywood elite that do that. But no, like your neighbor could be a Satanist, like someone that works at the fire squad, a police officer. Like, it's more local than you think. And this is gonna be weird. Once again, this is alleged for YouTube entertainment purposes. Allegedly, there's something about TD Jakes when he's had a few drinks or he gets drunk that's different. A different side comes out. It could be more flirtatious, more touchy, definitely laughing a lot. I see something about wine in particular. So I do feel like there could be something about TD Jakes and having vices allegedly as well. Once again, like I'm seeing the wine, I do see like substances, but it feels more so like medicine or like something like that. Um, or like maybe like pills. But I feel like TD Jakes is good at hiding these things. I feel like has TD Jake been to a Diddy party or been to a Hollywood party, or two? I get yes. I also get like a connection to like some sort of like alleged secret society as well, though. Like, I'm not sure if this is like Freemasonry, maybe, or something like that, or like there's a light and darkness to TD Jakes. Almost like a pastor by day, and he's got the crosses and like the sanctimoniousness, like of his home. But it's almost like if there were like a secret latch you would pull in a secret room, and like the room spins around into a totally different room, and it's like a night party, like a nightlife going on. Like, it's like there's like strippers and dancers or something like that. And then once again, it's like breeds that culture of, we know you're doing it, we know we do it, but we just don't say it, kind of thing. That breeds this culture in black churches where it's like, and sometimes like the preachers and like they'll make fun of it, where it's like, usually church happens on Sunday, so it's like y'all were out partying and pee popping and twerking, and getting this and that ate out, and making out with this and that person, this and that gender on a Friday and Saturday. But now on Sunday you want to come and act all holy and sanctified. Like, that's it's like they make fun of it, but that's what they're really doing. And I feel like there's a connection with that to TD Jakes, allegedly, once again. I don't know if he has a wife, but I like see him like with his wife. Like, I see him with his wife. Like, he's like in like almost like a nightclub setting or like a party setting at night. It's like very dark, but it's like he kind of stays on the outskirts. I feel like he likes to watch. Like, he's very observant. I almost want to call him Diddy, TD Jakes. But then at some point it's like, okay, I've had enough. I'm gonna, when me and my wife are gonna go home. Thank you for inviting us to the loo. So it's like, but it's almost like he acts different when like he brings people to these parties versus when it's just him. But it's like a double life. Like it's almost like I literally see him smoking a cigar. You know how at parties it's like kind of winding down, especially if it's like a house party at some point. It's like everyone ends up, or people end up outside, kind of smoking cigarettes, having like, or smoking, joints, whatever it is, and having like philosophical conversations or something like that. You know how it gets to that point at the party. Like I see TD Jakes, and it's like at this point at a party, and I see him like outside. He's smoking a cigar or something, and it's like he's like almost, but it's like he's trying to preach. Meanwhile, you sweating. I don't know if you popped a Molly, if you just had drinks, and it's kind of getting out of your system. You're smoking this thing, and you're trying to preach, and it's like, man, you're trying to preach to me. Meanwhile, we just like partied. It's like it's contradictory. It feels. Um, But there's this thin line. I feel like he tries to, what's the word I want to use? Justify it by saying, no one's perfect. Everyone's a sinner. God forgives, kind of thing. Where it's like, okay, you could justify it maybe in that sense, but at the same time, it's like it just leaves a weird taste in your mouth. So I feel like people have experienced probably TD Jakes at these parties. They definitely have stories to tell. I don't feel like they're all super salacious, but it is kind of like if y'all knew what TD Jakes was doing at this party, what he was drinking, child, how many drinks he had, honey. Like, like that's what I feel. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Snoop Dogg had a story about Puff Puff passing with TD Jakes allegedly. And he's Puff Puff passed with everybody, including Cheech and Chong. Um And there definitely could be something where there could be, how do I say this without like getting in trouble? I'll say it this way. If there were a nice booty, it may not matter who is the one that beholds it with TD Jakes. Now, obviously, is not something he could readily show in public. But if TD Jakes were to see a nice booty and they turned around and it was like a man or a feminine man in particular, or like a transgender or like a woman, it's kind of like it might not phase him in private, but in public, he's never going to mess up his coin, or at least try not to, right? Oh my god, I feel like I've reached the end of this channeling. I don't even know what question to ask the cards at this point. What do I ask? That was so damn juicy. I guess let's ask, are the rumors true? Did he do these things at a Diddy party? Because I also heard I've heard rumors. This is alleged, power bottom rumors. Now, if you're part of the LGBT community, you know what a power bottom is, shall. All right. Are these rumors true? I think is my question for the cards. Let's see. And we're black. Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. If I hold out, I know I can make it through. Thank you for cleansing and clearing energy. But definitely past reading and minimum. Comment if you know what that theme song is from. My early 2000s babies will know. And maybe beyond that, actually. Are the rumors true about TD Jakes at these Diddy parties? Did he really participate in these alleged same-sex situations? Is he really what they say, a power bottom? Are these rumors true, Spirit? Give us some clarity and insight. Make sure you all like the video. Once again, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Contact me for a personal reading if you want a personal, accurate psychic reading. I get the King of Swords right off the bat. This would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Aries male. I will say that this card does show up in the placement of leadership. I need to charge my phone for my client reading coming up. Sorry. But I also want to I'll look up on my other phone, what is TD Jakes' zodiac sign? Oh, he's a Gemini. So right off the bat, we get his energy. This is TD Jakes. Is it true that TD Jakes did these things? He's definitely, right off the bat, he shows up. So some of these rumors are, I would have to say, true. There is something about being able to place him in some of these scenarios. I'm not going to say all, and I'm not going to say which scenarios, but I'm going to say, yes, it's possible that some of them are true. I do get the strength card connected to money, finances, personal belongings. Wonder if there could be a financial connection to Diddy and TD and PD. The Sun card is my yes card, y'all. Is it true, or are these rumors true? I'm gonna have to say it's possible that yes. All right, I'm gonna say at least some of them. Once again, but the Sun card is a yes card. I feel like there could also be evidence of him at these parties, or evidence of some of these things that, are being rumored, he's being rumored to participate in, whether they be, I think once again, I said at the beginning, Cassie allegedly turned in some evidence to authority. So there could be audio, there could be pictures, there could be video of him either at these parties or, doing something in some way, shape, or form. I do get the Two of Pentacles connected to emotions, family, and the home. Interesting. Two of Pentacles deals with stability or instability as well. Seven of Cups connected to purpose in life, creativity, self-expression, energy, zest for life, romantic attraction. There could be something also about hidden identity. So I know sometimes, for example, Diddy may throw those like eyes wide shut parties where everyone has a mask on kind of thing. So there could be something like that too, where it's like hidden identity, like wearing a mask. I get the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. A Knight of Pentacles would be someone between the ages of about 25 to 45, 50 years old. I feel like there's someone that does have a story about TD Jakes. And it may involve romantic energy. It's definitely something secretive. But I get the Ace of Pentacles, paid off energy. I feel like TD Jakes is one of the people that like will pay people off to hush up. The Fool card connected to change, endings, evolution, growth. The Fool card can sometimes be identified as an LGBTQ card, particularly the G, right? I'm gonna have to say some of this stuff could be true, y'all, about TD Jakes. I get the Three of Cups. But once again, I don't think it's just him. I think it was him and at least two other people with whom he may have participated in these things with. So one of them could be Diddy. I get the Moon card connected to the past. The past could be a bit fuzzy or hazy, though. I feel like there could be maybe once again at least three major stories or three people who may have at least three major people who have stories about TD Jakes. The Six of Wands. There could be movement forward with some of these stories, y'all. I feel like there's going to be three things about TD Jakes at the very least that's going to come out. That could be major or definitely like he's going to have to like answer up to the past in some way. I feel like if there's one he really doesn't want to come out though. Damn, this is juicy. This is crazy, y'all. All right, let's get this final card for TD Jakes, y'all. What's the final card and final message for TD Jakes? What's the final card and final message for TD Jakes? Final card, final message for TD Jakes. Two of Abundance. It says, life may be feeling a little out of balance right now, which I'm sure it is for him. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. So he's making some changes to his career definitely at this time, his job. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. So he's going to try and continue to stay positive about the situation, but the damage has been done, in my opinion. All right, you all. Well, this has been my reading on TD Jakes. We're definitely going to keep an eye on the situation. I've got a client I've got to get ready for, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thank you all for listening and watching. If you would like your own personal reading, definitely text me at 703-791-9162 or visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. That's the best place to book with me. I will get a notification as soon as you placed your order, and we will move forward from there. Thank you all for listening and watching. Until the next one, love and light. God bless, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.